Hmm. Cool, bad servers. Well done. Hmm. Hmm. Access trail. So like stream is dead. Cool. Oh, okay. I thought it was a bug because I didn't want to start streaming, so I was like, possibly start stream soon. YouTube maybe. Okay. Oh, what are you studying? We can do that here. Practice song. 2K9 Battle Jam, I believe, or something like that. I think you already asked me that in the Dead Corridor 65 attempt practice run video, and somebody answered for you. Yeah. Okay, Battle Jam, here it is. It's the same one as in Twisted Tranquility. As is Oryx. And Nikachu and others and everyone. Can I not die there? Thanks. Fuck. KKK. That. Not what I meant to say, but okay. Nah. Also, I can't really do requests when servers are dead. I actually never do requests, so why do you even bother asking? Fuck. Oop. What was that? Hi, chum. You do anything, the servers are dead, so it's like what the fuck? Okay, so servers are dead, you should know that, and you send me a request. What the fuck? Like, what? What? Where the fuck do these people have their fucking level requests stored? Do they just like spam them all over the place? What? All in good. I don't even know anymore. Why the fuck do people even send requests? Like, why the fuck do you think anybody would play your level? Like, even doing a request stream is stupid because then you know you're gonna get spammed with level IDs. And in the end, you're just gonna miss like half of them and you're gonna get tortured by everyone because everybody's gonna be like, oh, you didn't play my level. It's really like the least productive thing you can do in this community, just level request streams. Oh, Mujikai. Mujikai is a great level. I don't have a copy right now, but I was playing it a little bit. Wait, maybe servers, please. Please. Servers. Okay, cool. Guys, wanna rebuild unearthed shitty Mujikai? Remember when I was creating shitty unearthed Cataclysm? Not Cataclysm, Black Blizzard. That was really cool. We could do the same for Mujigai, but then I'd need to go out of full screen mode. Well, I guess might as well just beat this. We can do like science or shit like that, like yesterday, if anybody has any interesting topics. I actually saw this stupid ass thing on the internet last day. Like, it's better for you to keep your children in the art world until the age of 7. Because then that's the only way to get them to be artistic, but that's like the worst idea ever. Because by the age of 7 they should already know like a lot of school related stuff. Because, well, you don't get intelligence from just... It doesn't depend who you were born to, it just really depends on what you do with your life. So really the only way to become smart is just to spend as much of your time learning in the early ages and then just hope for the best. Like, you can't say, oh yeah, I'm gonna be both artistic and smart. That's like near impossible unless you're like really just an all-around perfectionist, which means you have no life whatsoever. How sick I am? There's not really much I can say about that. I'm just sick, I guess. Like, it's actually funny. I've been sick for a couple of days now. And I expected the sickness to go away in a couple of days, but I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna go away by the time I start school. And then just like every single day for like the past 2 weeks, every time I came to school, I was like dying over there. Funny enough, today I realized just how stupid English can be. Like, I mean, as a school subject. Like, it's understandable that they teach you how to speak English, but we legit had to learn 50 words and their explanations. Yes, actually, we had to memorize explanations of 50 completely unusual words and just... What? Anyways, I didn't learn whatsoever because yeah, I think I know enough English. So I just like wrote most of the stuff I knew, and I like left out two things. So I just like slept for the last 10 minutes because I had nothing to do. The test was, I mean, the exam. I really don't know what to call it. Wait, let me just change something. So, like, um, so anyways, we had like this super boring test and it was just really stupid. Like, I didn't know two words, which were plump and like, what? Who even uses that word? Just say, oh yeah, I have something on my face, the end. Don't go into details, just say I have something weird on my face. And there was another weird word I just like didn't learn whatsoever for the English exam, and it was like, wow. Damn. Anyway. So, next week I have 3 more exams and an essay. And honestly, I have no idea how I'm gonna do the essay. Because, let's be fair here, essays are kinda unfair. And so is like your drawing skill and your singing skill. You can't force somebody to be good at something. Like I said, you can either be an artist or you can be a smart person, depending on what you do in the early ages of your childhood. If you're neither, then you just pretty much then you're pretty much either a fat kid or you're a sports guy. No offense, but you get what I mean. Or the last actual option is that you're an American, like no offense to Americans, but their school system is actual garbage. We have this American at our school currently, and he comes at our English classes once a week, and he's like the best teacher ever. So he was like explaining to us, yeah, this and this, and we were like, one of the students was like, are people in America really as dumb as they show in cartoons? And he said, yes, pretty much. The problem is the education system, like people, the American president, presidents, I guess, in this case, because they are just, every single one is doing the same thing. They put all the money towards military instead of schooling system. So, like, hi sign, and I'm 15. Anyways, so their schooling system is complete fucking garbage. They apparently learn nothing, really. From what he explained to us, the college level in America is about as good as the high school, or I guess middle school in Slovenia. Like, can you think about that for a moment? He did say, yes, we do have Yale, and what else do you guys have? So, there was something else. but even those two aren't as good as some European universities. What universities? It's kind of depressing. Like, yeah, Tosh tried to get more money yet again. Like, actually the best way to like organize everything would be just to not put any money into military for all countries on the planet. That would help the most, and then put a lot of money into science and a lot into schooling system. Because the smarter we are, the faster we can just get through everything. And yeah, you get the idea. Like, the faster we can travel through space, the faster we're gonna get certain things done. It's actually... Well, anyway, like I was saying, yeah, true. North Korea is a big problem. Like, they should try erasing it in a way that they don't notice fast enough to react. Because if they have enough time to react, then they're gonna launch all their nukes, which would be really bad. But the best way would just be to get rid of them somehow. Because if we can get rid of them, then there can be a lot less, like... then the actual plan could work out, but then I still need to, like... there'd still need to be somebody who would say, yeah, we should put more money into schooling system instead of fucking army. Like, have you thought about that, people? The problem is, every time somebody does that, American people instead vote for somebody like Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton, as we could see this year. Like, they got completely wrecked, the other two guys, or the other three guys, whoever they were. I know two of them had like great motives. Fuck. Yeah, I think I could beat this in the next like 20-ish minutes. Anyways, as I was saying, every time there's an actual like person that you should vote for, people go for somebody like Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. And it's because people are afraid of a change. If you put it that way, like, people don't want things to change because they're like afraid what could go wrong and shit. And it's like that with a lot of people. And that just, oh yeah, cool. So like, in my opinion, they should just get rid of North Korea somehow and actually get school systems to be good in America, because the more smart people we can have, the better. It would also be a lot more productive for the world if we were to go over to electricity instead, electric cars and electric planes and so on, than keeping up with the fuel stuff, because we're just ruining the environment. And with electricity, it would still be like a lot more productive. And anyways, like there was like this thing that they were telling me about. Like I'm not sure if this is approved yet, but apparently they're like gonna set up electric cars only in China, because everything is like full of gas and everybody is like choking. You need to wear a mask in China if you want to walk around. It's like a living hell there. So like pretty much everybody has to wear a gas mask to go outside in like bigger cities, and it's like really fucking bad. Who's your favorite YouTuber? Oh, favorite YouTuber. Actually, I don't really watch that many YouTube videos overall. I guess I do watch a lot of science, but then on the other hand, I enjoy watching speedruns and task runs on Mario and stuff like that. Then I also enjoy other content, so it's like really at this point I'm like, But at the same time, I could say Eric is probably my favorite YouTuber because he just plays cool games. It's funny because actually, when he started releasing Super Meat Boy, I didn't watch it. Like, he was releasing episodes of that, but I just didn't watch it. And then when he finished up the series, I watched the whole thing and I was like, shit, I wish I would have watched before that. And I did pretty much the same for The End Is Nigh. I skipped like the first 5 worlds, I believe, or 6 worlds, and I started watching when he was like on the 6th or 7th world, and I was like, hey, this game is actually pretty cool, so I rewatched the other ones, and then I was pretty much just waiting for new episodes to come out. As for GD, I don't really enjoy watching his GD content. Really, I don't enjoy watching GD content from him. I really have no reason for that, but at the same time I do have a reason for that. One of the reasons is, well, I really don't enjoy commentary videos on GD. They are pretty dumb. Like, Merg is doing the same, or Merg, something like that. I actually have no idea what his name is. He also does commentary a lot, but he also plays other games that I also watch. I also watched a lot of Mario Maker when Eric was still releasing it, so now I found another YouTuber that releases a lot of Mario Maker, which is Carl Sagan42. Yeah. He just plays a lot of Mario Maker. I guess he's like Mario Maker only recently, but he used to do speedruns in Yoshi's Island. And he found a very cool glitch with Baby Mario in at the SGDQ, where he was oh fuck. No, I don't like Sonic. I don't like Sonic. I I don't really watch like Sonic Vice games. I usually watch like Mario because Mario was the first game I ever played beside a game I played on my phone when I was still going to kindergarten. Game I was playing was what were they even called? It was like, you know how there's that line at the bottom and you're supposed to bounce the ball up and down and go from level to level. So I was like, back then I was like really bad at that. And I once came to level 5 and I was like, holy fuck. And I came past level 5 on the same attempt and I was like, holy fucking shit, what's going on? And then I died on level 6 and I was like, oh my god, I'm so cool. I'm the coolest kid around. And then I was going around and I was like, oh my god, I beat level 6. I mean, I came past level 5 and I died on level 6 and everyone was like, holy fuck, you're so cool. No, just kidding, nobody really cared and I was like, okay, cool. Anyway, so that was like the only game I played until I got a Nintendo when I was 8, and in the same year I got a phone from my dad, which was an LG, you know, one of those flip-up phones. Yeah, and it was like coolest thing ever. I would like flip it up and then I would play a game, which was legit the worst game I had ever seen, but hey, at least it was cool. It really just depended on luck. The game was pretty bullshit and it wasn't good. But I enjoyed it because once I caught, well, it was legit about fishing. And once I caught this fish that was worth like 5k points, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? Anyways, in the same year I got that Nintendo. And so I was like playing on that thing like 24/7 until my mom was like, no, screw you, you need to learn. I was like, you fucking serious, mom? And then she told me, oh, you're not allowed to bring that to school, and so on and so on and so on. I still brought it to school. I never got it back. Just kidding, I had to wait until the end of the school year before I got it back. But anyways, like I had that Nintendo and I would play New Super Mario Bros. On it. So I was like playing Mario, and I did every single level. I got all 3 stars, or was it 5 stars? I don't remember. But I remember that being like the best thing I had ever done. And then I never knew how to get back to the canon in the first world. So for like about 3 years now, I've been wondering how the heck do you get to that canon? And actually not 3 years, it's been like 5 years since I last played on the Nintendo. And my sister destroyed it like 2 years ago. She like legit broke it apart, so it's like dead for good now. So anyways, like I would play on that thing 24/7, and I found out how to do the canon route, and I did it once, and then I never played that game again. For like well, not never. I didn't play it for like a month or 2, and then I didn't remember how to do it. So I was like, how the fuck do I do this? So I created a new account, but I did not know how to get all 3 stars. And I was like, dang, I'm screwed now. I can't get 3 stars anymore because I forgot how to do that. And funny enough, I figured it out yesterday when I was watching a Mario video after I ended the stream. I believe I was watching a speedrun of 100%, and I actually saw how to get in there, and I was like, oh, really now? Really? Anyway, after that game, I got a V when I was 9. and I was like, I would also play on that a lot. And then we got an R4 card for my Nintendo, which means I could download games from the internet, meaning I was playing on it even more than before. Oh god, my eyes, my fucking eye. I keep on saying eyes. Anyways, my eye keeps on hurting from these white flashes. It's actually annoying. I can't stand white anymore. It's like blinding. Blinding. Anyways, so my mom would like download games for me off the internet back then, and I would like play anything she would download. So I like beat a crap ton of games. I know I beat Mario Party for DS. I beat Mario Kart for DS. I also beat Super Mario, no, Mario and Luigi, Time Travelers, time something. I don't remember which one it was, but the game was awesome. I believe that was one of the best games I played back then. I was like, holy shit, a 3D Mario game. Oh god, I love that game. Then I beat the rest, but I was like, wow, this is like the best game ever. I believe I also played some other game. I forgot which one it was though. Oh wait, I also beat Yoshi's Island once, but that was about it. I only played about 5 or 6 games in total on that Nintendo. Oh wait, right, there was one more game, which was Pokemon Soul Silver. I actually bugged out the game, and I somehow caught a wild Arceus, level 37, somewhere in the plain open. Like, this was weird as all hell, but the second one after 60 or whatever. Wait, I'm gonna change it. There you go. Anyways, I actually bugged out the game, and I somehow got a wild Arceus level 37. I don't know what happened there. And I was like, what? I was like, did I legit just find a wild Arceus? And I was probably thinking about it for a couple of days, if it was actually legit. Then, I have this friend, that was also like a hardcore, well, still is a hardcore Pokemon fan. And I went over to her house, and her brother is like fucking 25 at this point. Back then he was like 21 or something like that, I have no idea, 20. Anyway, so I was like, I caught a wild Arceus, and he was like, wait, what? And we were like looking through it, and he's like, this is actually legit, what the fuck? So then we realized that there's one problem with it. It couldn't be used to get Giratina, Palkia or Dialga from the guy in the ruins. Like, when you would go there with Arceus, he wouldn't run up to you, but he had this I guess hack or something like that, ROM hack, pretty much, and he transferred an actual working Arceus over to my Nintendo, and I went to there and I got like Giratina and was like, oh yeah, I'm so cool now. Anyway, after that I never really used the Nintendo again. I used it to play a couple of games now and then, when I was beating some levels on Mario, when I was trying to rebeat the game. Fuck off. No, I already said I was playing Pokemon Soul Silver. Anyway, after that I pretty much played on my Wii. I didn't have any games for it except for Wii Sports. I would play that like a lot. It was actually pretty entertaining back then, because it was something I could do with like my mom and dad. We would play Wii Sports a lot. And back then, I used to stay home a lot because my mom and dad always had like nighttime jobs. So I would like stay home, and this what do you even call this? They called a child fucking, I actually can't remember. What the fuck is the word? Um, Wait, what? I can't even remember the word in Slovene. Anyway, so I couldn't remember what was it. What the fuck do you call this? Oh, a nanny? Okay, it doesn't even matter. I guess I guess that's what you would call it. I have no idea. Anyway, she would come over, and she was like 25. We would play games. But then she got like she got allergic to dogs, so she couldn't come anymore. So we got a new nanny, whatever you call her. I still have no idea. Anyways, the other one would also play like Wii Sports with me, not as much, but still it was fun. And then she like stopped coming, so I was like, okay then. And then like she would always let me stay up until midnight, so I was like, oh yeah, boy. No matter what day it was, she would let me stay up till midnight. Because my parents didn't give them a proper time for me to have to go to sleep, so they were like, yeah, just tell him to go to sleep whenever you want to. And they never said anything, so I was like, cool. And then I would stay awake until like midnight or 1 AM until I would get tired. Anyways, then we got the USB drive, and I actually still have the USB and the V behind me. And like I would then we got the USB drive. Like that was like the fucking revelation of games for me. Like that's when I actually started really playing games 24/7, like without any breaks, and I would just be destroying games at this point. Anyway, so I got Super Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Galaxy 2, Mario Party for Wii, Mario Kart V, and one more game. I don't remember which one it was. I guess I could check right now. Wait a second. Watch me beat it randomly. Anyway, so I would like play Mario Galaxy and Mario Galaxy 2 a lot, and I finished up Mario Galaxy by 2014, I believe, which is 3 years ago. But Mario Galaxy 2, the game I actually like got before Mario Galaxy 1, I actually only beat it recently. The game was so hard, it was actually taking fucking ages. Wait a second. Honestly, I don't remember. Oh yeah, I also got New Super Mario Bros. V. Like, I played a lot of this anyways. So I like beat all the games except for Super Mario Galaxy 2, because that game was fucking impossible for me. I got 241 out of 242 stars, and I felt godly about myself. I was like, holy fuck, I am a god. But I had no idea how to get the last star. And then I was once watching this, not too long ago, about 5 months ago, I was watching this live streamer play Super Mario Galaxy 2. So I'm like, man, I should probably finish this game up. I have like 241 stars out of 242. And he's like, yeah, dude, you should probably finish the game. So I play for like 10 minutes and finish the level, and I'm like, wait, seriously, this is it? Like, it legit took me like 5 or 10 tries to do it, and I was like, well then. I really had no idea what I was doing. I just got lucky, I guess. But I was like, okay, cool. Anyway, so after that, I got a Nintendo 3DS. And that's actually the first time I lost a game, which I still feel pretty sad about that. Because I miss, like, what was it called? Super Mario 3D Land. I 100%ed that game, and I feel really bad about losing it, because it actually took a lot of time. And once we went to holidays in Germany, and I forgot the game cartridge in the... Cartridge? Game card? I have no idea what you call those. In the hotel room, and I was like, fuck. Like, anyways, I never played the game again, even though I had it 100% done. I never got it back, so yeah, rest in peace, that. Focus. No. We're not doing science today. Today we're doing game history of Meteus Gaming, to be honest. Anyways, so, like... for Nintendo 3DS, I didn't get, like, actual stuff to, like, hack games onto a game card and just play from that. But instead I bought every game. And I surprisingly enough finished all of them 100%. Which, yeah, just... I did for like every device I even played on. Now, I believe I got the 3DS when I was about 10 or 11. And I got the Wii U on my own. Yes, I actually bought the Wii U on my own. Actually, my parents were pretty fucking retarded about that Wii U, because there was an option. Nice lag spike. There we go. Vamos. What is it with these random lag spikes? Anyways, so I had like $200, and I was like, man, Mom, you willing to give me like $100 for Christmas so I can buy a Wii U? And she's like, yeah, sure. And then Christmas comes, and she's like, nah. So in the end, I didn't even get my Wii U, and I was like super triggered about it, because then, like, it was on Christmas sale, so it was like $100 off, and I was like, are you fucking serious? So when I had to buy it again, when I finally had $300, then it was yet again too expensive. Plus they didn't include a free copy of Super Mario World, not Super Mario World, what is it called? New Super Mario Bros. Wii U. So I was like, fuck off, man. So in the end, when I got a Wii U, I got New Super Luigi Bro. No, actually, just Super Luigi Bros. Or whatever. No, Super Luigi. New Super Luigi U. I believe is the game called. I have no idea. That game didn't take too long to 100%, but still, I'm pretty annoyed by the fact that I didn't get to play the original New Super Mario Bros. Wii U. I wish I could have, because that game was pretty cool at that time. Like, I would have gotten it pretty early on. Meaning I had a lot of time to finish it. Anyways, after that I got Mario Kart 8, which is also another pretty cool game. Funny enough, I never completed that game 100%. Because of the fact that the game is just so freaking long. Like, I have no idea what the best car combination is, and neither am I trying to figure out, because I honestly don't care. I did as much as I could, but then I just gave up on the game because it was too hard for me. I also got Super Mario 3D World. Now, if anybody is familiar with that game, wait, I believe that's what it's called. Wait a second. Super Mario 3D World, yeah, and Mario Maker. Those are like the last two I got. Anyways, I did beat Super. Wait, right now. I played a little bit of Mario Maker. I never like built a level or anything. I played it for a little bit and then I just got bored of the game. I guess it's just fun to watch. And as for Mario 3D World, if you're familiar with the game, you know the game is long as fuck. You have to beat every single level with all 5 of the characters getting the golden flag. Plus you need to get all the coins. Then you need to have 1111 lives. And then you can finally unlock the last level. And I was like, fuck no, I'm not going through that. So I like completed the game once with one character and then just stopped playing altogether. I also got Toad's exploration thingy, whatever it's called. I like did 30% of the game. I did the first chapter 100% and then the other two I just didn't bother much. I played them a bit, but never 100% at either of them. That's that, or not, it is. And after that I got like when I was, this is another thing I got like from my mom, just like I got a computer when I was about 11 I believe, and it was mainly for school purposes because I have ADHD and it was like, yeah, you should probably use that for learning. I never used it for learning. I wrote a script on there, but I never like actually had like something I would write on there for school project or anything. Well, I guess I did make a PowerPoint or two on there, but that's about it. Then I got another computer, which was another one given to me from my mom. That was the one I would be originally playing on GD at the beginning, but the problem is the computer was so bad it couldn't run Geometry Dash. The game actually declined on me, and every time I would click on play Geometry Dash, it would crash. The computer would start making like first weird noises and then it would just be a black screen, and then I just had to reboot it, so it was like, okay then. Then I got this computer, the current one I have. The computer is like amazing, the only problem is it didn't have a DVI input. So like, wait, no, then I got another computer. This one had an i3 processor, and I played on that one, not that much, but well, I did play on it a lot. And then I got this computer, current one, last year for Christmas. And this one is the one that later on got upgraded to 144 Hz. When like in August we upgraded it with a 1050 Ti graphics card. And then it could run 144 Hz. And since I started playing GD, I haven't really played any other games. I did beat Pokemon Y when it came out. And I did buy Pokemon Sun, but my cousin wanted to play it, so I like let her play it. Then she gave it to my friend, my schoolmate. Like, she gave the Nintendo to my schoolmate because she thought, yeah, she's gonna give it to him sooner or later. So like, the time when she gave her the Nintendo was 6 months ago. I still haven't gotten my Nintendo back. And we've seen each other a bunch of times. And I've asked her if she's home, but she's always like, nah, I'm not home. Anyway, I'm gonna get my Nintendo one day, because one day. Oh god, fuck. Guys, I'm gonna die. Oh wait, right, you can't hear me live. I was like, guys, I'm gonna die, just like everybody saying go. I mean, god. It was like the stupidest thing I've ever done. Guys, I'm gonna die. What the fuck was that even? God, my eyes hurt so much from that straight fly. And this straight fly. What the fuck is it with these white flashes? This is painful. Like my eye is like overheating. Kinda odd. It's like super hot. Okay. I guess if anybody wants to do science now, we can talk about weird things. Or I guess it's not weird things anymore. As long as you understand at least a little bit, you should be able to understand what I'm talking about. Funny enough, there is a crap ton of weird words. I had no idea what they mean, but in the end I now know what they mean, but it doesn't help me whatsoever. No, it wouldn't turn into gas, it would turn into plasma. What are you talking about, Jan? I knew I was gonna die, I clicked too late. Yeah, I know I'm wasting attempts. I should just concentrate, but at the same time I don't want to concentrate because I just don't feel the need to concentrate. You know what, actually we got like, now that I'm in like middle school, they keep on telling us, yeah, you need to learn like all the time. So I'm like, nah. So they gave us like this, like the teacher for history is just like telling us a bunch of random shit. She's legit just telling us everything we learned in grade school, just in a harder way, I guess. She's like, oh yeah, you know, first there was... fuck, I forgot. Oh wait, I can't translate that. Oh fuck. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that mega. I was looking at that. Antimatter is $1 trillion per gram, and dark matter is 100 billion per gram. Like, but having dark matter would be so fucking productive. Like, we could then make more powerful rockets, pretty much, because a gram of dark matter has a lot of energy. And if you think about it, like, the only problem with rockets these days is they are too heavy, so you need gas that powers the engines, so the engines can move the rocket from the ground. But for that you need more engines, because the ship is getting heavier and heavier, more and more gas you put into it. So in the end, it just like takes for fucking ever to figure out how much gas you need and how much engines you need for it to even be able to fly up. So I guess dark energy, it's not dark energy, that's a different thing yet again. Dark matter would be like the best thing for rocket travel, but the problem is it's expensive as fuck. Okay. Well, it depends how big the universe is. If the observable... No one has ever seen dark matter, it exists. I never really looked up dark matter, I just know, yeah, hypothetical type of matter distinct from baryonic matter. Dark matter has never been directly observed, however its existence would explain a number of otherwise puzzling astronomical observations. Okay, cool. I never really looked up like dark matter and stuff like that. I was never interested in dark matter. It was like a pretty self-explanatory thing to me, because like when people try to explain dark matter to you, they just say, oh yeah, it's a lot of energy just bunched up in one space, and it can be used to power engines, and you're like, okay, sure. You can't really explain it any better, can you now? Like you said, like you pointed out, it hasn't been observed before, which, well, of course it hasn't. Nobody has ever made dark matter, because like I pointed out before, it would cost a lot of money to make 1 gram, and that would not be productive, because with $100 billion you can make like way more energy than with 1 gram of dark matter, if it exists. Well, you get the idea. Multiverse. Well, I've thought about it, like, but does that really make sense? Like, a universe where everything, like every littlest, every little mistake or change that is done for every single thing like that, a different universe exists. So let's just say in a millisecond, there's like quadrillions of things happening just on Earth. Like, imagine a bacteria moves in a different direction, or a cell falls off at the most imperfect time and something breaks down. Like, and you need to count for every single mistake like that. Like, the littlest, the smallest changes can have the biggest consequences. It's like the butterfly effect, pretty much. No, I said we were gonna do science today. No, I said like, well, I was like saying multiple quadrillions. I really had no like other number in my head at that point. I guess you could say a couple Googleplexes of things happening in the whole universe, but actually it wouldn't be just a couple of Googleplexes. It would be a Googleplex with a. It would be a Googleplex of Googleplexes, which is 10 to the power to the 100 to the power. Yeah, 10 to the 10 to the power of 100 to the power of 100 to the power of 100 to the power of 100. About how many things happen in the universe, probably. There's probably even more, but just like you can't really say like one particle change can do everything different. Oh, no, oh, now we're going into stuff like oh, now we're going into stuff like Vsauce and Kugelsacht and Life Noggin talk about. Is our universe a hologram? Well, that would be interesting. I guess if we were to become too self-aware, if it was an actual hologram, then it would be like... And that would be pretty interesting, actually. I wonder if we ourselves are gonna make holograms at one point, which are gonna believe that they're... I mean, a hologram in which people are gonna believe they're actually real. Like, can you imagine that? And then you just flick one in the head and it dies, and everybody's like, what the fuck just happened? What is the truth of the whole universe? No, I know the answer of the whole universe. You know what it is? It's 42! Fucking dumb. God, it's only like 9 PM and I'm tired as fuck. It's probably because I was talking about the history of my life, which I hate very much. God. Like... If you think of it in a way, I guess at the same time we are like showing signs of something that used to be science fiction but is now reality. But at the same time, science fiction is science fiction in itself, isn't it now? And science is science fiction in itself as well. Really, it's just... We say something is impossible, but when it really isn't, like... We'll never travel to other stars, who knows, we still have at least 1 billion years to do so. Or wait, no, yeah, wait. Yeah, it's 1 billion years. Like, you can't really say for sure. if this is like the Matrix, if anybody watched the movie, in the Matrix they are all actually just in a holographic world, and people that do not believe that that is the reality are sent to a different world, where robots and humans are fighting. But the guy, the protagonist, doesn't believe that's the real world either. So he gets sent even further and further and further and further and so on. I never watched the movie itself. I watched like I watched like 5 minutes of the movie, so I know like about what it is. Like I have like a decent thing of what it is about or something. What? I'm like really fucking tired at this point. I I I know like the base of the movie, I guess. I know what it's about, but at the same time I don't know the plot, so it's really interesting. Like maybe if one human were to dedicate his whole life to doing one impossible thing, maybe we could prove this is just a hologram. But at the same time, that would have to be pretty bad fucking glitch in a program. Which I believe a society that could create a society inside a computer that could even handle what our universe is. Like, can you think what kind of a computer you'd need to handle our universe? Every single particle, every single star, every single atom. Think about it. Anyways, if you think about it in a certain way, everything is possible, I guess. At this point, if we manage to find a way to travel back in time, God, that would be impressive. That would probably be like the biggest thing in the fucking world that could ever happen. Like, actually, that would just be... That would just mean, oh yeah, we did everything that was possible, now please create a new hologram of a planet where everybody loses their mind at this point. But you can find it interesting that, like, only humans are self-aware. Animals don't really know, like, oh yeah, we exist. Like, humans are like the only ones that are like, hey, mate, we exist, we know how to do shit, we can build, we can ruin shit, we can explode, we can destroy, we can fucking cause a holocaust. Okay, see you. Damn, I missed that pink warp. And I died. It's always killing me like everywhere. Like if I wouldn't die everywhere in the last 20%, I would have beaten it by now. Not the last 20%, the last 50%. It's funny how in the first 20% you're like, oh yeah, this is like not that much different, or I guess in the first 15%. Then you get that fucking straight fly stuck up your ass. This one. Jesus fucking Christ, that just hurts my eyes so much, it's annoying. Should just get a copy and beat it on a copyable without those white flashes. God, that is actually so painful. Oh my god, this is painful. Whereas I have like no other levels to play because all the others are like... Wait, that corridor, right. I still gotta get 40 on this, don't I now? And a sub 50 at 10 practice run. I wish this would just get rated, like honestly. Stop with the drama and get this rated. I wanna get my orbs, honestly, that's like the only problem I have with the level. And possibly a demon list like thing. So I don't know how to do CFO properly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's it. Damn. Nice. Sub 100. Pretty cool considering how bad this practice run started off. Okay. There we go. Just remove that go counter and let's just try to get a sub 50 practice run. God, why can't I get past that ship first try? Or this ship, like, what? Like, the place I should be dying on is this first wave, and then on the second wave I should just get past it first try like I did earlier. Damn, that fucking bad ship skill just ruined the whole practice run. Yeah. Damn. My practice runs have just been going to shit because of these beginning parts. Funny part is, these beginning 40% aren't even that bad. But they've just been ruining my practice runs over and over and over again. If I don't fuck up, this could still be a pretty good practice run. One good practice run. Come on. Do you have a copy? Yeah, I do. No. I just died a crap ton of times towards the end, so I was like, nah, screw this. The level is like pretty consistent, but I keep on dying past 50, so I'm super annoyed by the level. I should probably practice this. This part specifically. There we go. Okay, let's just try to get this sub 50 practice run now, hopefully. Like... Oops, that's the wrong button. With enough luck, I can probably get to that ship with about 30-ish attempts, and if I get lucky, I could probably get past it in 2 to 3 attempts. I have time for about 3 more full practice runs, so... Oh wow, legit the whole practice run just failed because of this wave. What? That could have been sub 50. Rip. Hmm. Nope. This beginning wave is like this beginning wave isn't that bad. The problem is it's just really flippin' annoying. If you die on it once, your whole practice run is pretty much screwed, which I hate. Oh, surprisingly, didn't wanna attempt that one. But now I died on this ship like 6 times. Cool. Same goes for this wave. Like, if you die on it, you're screwed. Like, I hate that about these two waves. Either you do it one go or you don't do it. The best practice run I've had, like, up to the drop was like 9 attempts, and I was at the drop. like how Tosh says hackers stay hackers, but he's a hacker himself. Or at least he used to be a hacker. Well, I don't know, I have no friends. I mean, what? Oh wow, really now? Is this a joke? Like, see what I'm talking about? That this game actually hates me. I could have gotten to the drop in like sub 10 attempts there, but no. Yeah, I should probably just do that wave like that. I don't know about doing the third wave like that, but... Wait, we're gonna try it out on this run since it's already ruined, so might as well. Let me just try this. Yeah, this can occur. I'd rather do it like... I'll have to do it differently. I can do one more full practice run, so... Okay. Please give me the power of the gods, let me do a sub 50 practice run right now. Like I said, one full practice run. Like, my best one without the macro trail was 74 or something like that. But that's because I got lucky on that 50% wave. But like, it's really just because of that wave. Like, you can't do that wave properly. You need to have extreme luck on there, or either you have to have that macro. And that's the problem with that wave. If it weren't for that wave, I would have done a sub 50 practice run a long time ago. Just, I'd much rather have something replaced with it. And just that would be it. That one wave just needs to be replaced with something else. And that's it. Yes, I know when it's a bad practice run and when it's not a bad practice run. You don't need to tell me, Mega. You know what, I'm only gonna make it to this, to the drop in one more sub 15, and then I'm just gonna finish off that practice run and then end the stream, because honestly, I don't want to play this solo anymore and I gotta go to sleep. Alright, this is the last practice run no matter what. Okay, is this a fucking joke? Wait a second. Yep, cool. Like, how do you get past this in one go? What? Fucking gay. Okay, I'll do one more just because I did like 2 sub 70 today and I'm like really mad about it. Oh, I guess this is not even gonna be sub 70, well screw you. Fucking bad game. Okay, sub 15 again. Yep, cool. Cool. Jesus fucking Christ, this is actually annoying. Sure, the funny part is, even with a macro, it's not much easier because the game is just fucking bad. Oh, cool, cool. Like, practice is actually garbage, like, it moves down your starting position for like, what, a frame, and that just kills you completely on some parts. Frame, I mean, it moves you down for a couple of pixels and just ruins everything. Come on, just let me do one more proper practice run game, thanks. Cool. Fuck off. Oh, come on. What the fuck? What? Is this a fucking joke? I guess it could still be like sub 60. Still better than before. Nice. 8 more attempts to drop. Someday. Oh, nothing. I just went out of GD. Oh my god, Billverts uploaded a new video. Billverts, where you at? Okay. Okay, let's do one more random practice run, even though I seriously need to go to sleep after this. Maybe just maybe I can pull off a sub 50 right now. Even though the sub 60 is already uploading, but yeah. If I get sub 50 right now, I'm scheduling it for tomorrow. Yeah, cool, cool. I like how that practice run just went to complete garbage with that one wave. Could have been a lot better. This could have been 3 attempts when I got here. Yeah, no. Yeah, I think it's time to end the stream, really. Oh wait, right, there's no. Okay. Wait, let me get like 10 one time. I'm like the only person actually practicing this level. wanna get to that UFO. Nah, I think it's time to end. Just, yeah. Fucking servers down, can't even open chests. Feels bad, man. Oh. Oh, time to end.